Welcome back, it's Nine, and today we have a lot to discuss. We've got the potential for a PlayStation 5 showcase based on this information that we got from the Final Fantasy XVI team, as well as a note on what's happening with the development of Final Fantasy XVI, and we've also got an update on God of War Ragnarok. Now, before we get into that, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's kick it off with Final Fantasy XVI and the update that we got and why I'm relating this to a possible PS5 showcase. So let's start off with this letter from the producer. It says, "Greetings everyone. When last we spoke, I promised I would have more information on Final Fantasy XVI sometime later in 2021. However, I regret to inform you that I will be unable to keep that promise as complications stemming from the ongoing pandemic have delayed the game's development by almost a half year. As the latest addition to the Final Fantasy series being developed for the PlayStation 5, Final Fantasy XVI has amassed a sizable team composed of talented creators from around the world. However, in an effort to offset the effects of the pandemic, we've had to decentralize that workforce by permitting staff to tackle their assignments from home. This has unfortunately hampered communications from the Tokyo office, which in turn has led to delays in, or in extreme cases, cancellations of assets deliveries from our outsourced partners. That said, we have spent much of 2021 addressing this issue and hope to see its impact to a minimum by the new year, allowing us to better focus on the tasks at hand, increasing graphics, resource quality, refining combat mechanics, fleshing out individual battles, putting the finishing touches on cutscenes, and conducting overall graphical optimization. Our primary goal now is to be as hands-on with the game as possible in order to see it fully polished." So that leaves us with the question, when can we expect the next round of information? Well, I'm happy to announce the current plan is to conduct our next big reveal in spring of 2022 as we seek to build excitement leading up to the game's eventual release. I deeply apologize to all those who have been looking forward to learning more about Final Fantasy XVI, and thank you for your continued patience while we focus our combined efforts on development. So first things first, delays happen. Whatever, it's fine. We totally get it as long as the game launches complete and it doesn't see like 20 delays, right? That's kind of a thing that most people are okay with. How do I feel about this in general? I feel like this has a couple things. Number one, the game is pretty damn far along. I think that we're going to either see it in early 2023 or late 2022. You got to remember, he talked about how when he reveals it next, he wants people to be able to get their hands on it shortly after. So if that's the case and they're going to show it off in spring of 2022, I think it only makes sense for it to come out late 2022 or early 2023. That's just my speculation and my opinion. I think that's the direction it's going to go in. Game seems like it's actually quite close to completion. Based on what he's saying, it seems like they've got a lot of it done already. So I think that we're in a very promising territory, and I think that he's going to deliver a satisfying experience. If you look at FF14, Endwalker is getting glorifying reviews, and it's earned. It really is. So I hope to see FF16 achieve that same reputation of having an incredible story, incredible gameplay, all that great stuff. So I am looking forward to that. Now, when we're talking about this showcase situation that I was saying, he says our next big reveal in spring of 2022 as we seek to build excitement leading up to the game's eventual release. I think we're going to get a PlayStation showcase in spring. Now, some may think that's kind of obvious, like why wouldn't we get it then? I think that it's definitely a, kind of an obvious one, but at the same time, I didn't see anybody else talking about this. I really didn't. Like, I posted it up over on Twitter, which if you're not following me on there, just check it out. Follow me there. We can have lots of discussions. I actively respond to the news as it's happening, and then I make a video the night of because that's when I have time to do it. But yes, I feel like this is going to be an event where we're going to see Final Fantasy XVI, possibly see God of War again. Maybe we get a release date then, which we're going to go into that as well in the next piece of information that we have. I think we're going to see a lot of games that we've been waiting on for a long time. Obviously, at that point, Horizon will already have been released. Sifu already been released. I think we're going to be looking forward towards the games that are in the second half of 2022 and beyond with 2023 as well. So I really feel like we're going to see a PlayStation showcase. Write it down, timestamp it, do whatever you want to do, because I'm like 99% sure that we're going to get a spring PlayStation showcase that's going to show Final Fantasy XVI. This is a big PlayStation 5 exclusive for them, a very big one. So I feel like if they're going to do a big grand reveal and they're going to also give a release date, that is the place to do it. And I think PlayStation Sony is going to want to do that, have that at their event, their showcase. It only makes sense. But of course, again, speculation. These are not facts technically. I'm just taking some information that I believe to be relevant to a possible PlayStation showcase. So we'll see what happens. Write it down. Hold me accountable. I guarantee, 99% guarantee, that we're going to see a PlayStation showcase in spring of 2022. Now, on to our next topic, and this is all about God of War. We've been waiting on a release date. We don't know what's happening, right? We don't have an official release date, technically speaking. It looks like we might have something. It'd be either a placeholder or maybe it is the official release date. So this comes from @PlayStation over on Twitter, and they say, according to PlayStation database, God of War Ragnarok coming September 30th, 2022. They do highlight that maybe it is just a placeholder, but it is also the end of Q3 as well. So it's possible that this could very well be a release date, an official one. We'll see what happens. I don't know for sure if this is the case. I don't think anybody really does, other than people who are working on the game and are very much in the know. But I feel like this could make sense. You got to think about it. We give Horizon time to breathe. We give Gran Turismo time to breathe. We give Forspoken time to breathe. Then we've got God of War Ragnarok dropping. I feel like it makes perfect sense for them to do that kind of pauses between releases, because I feel like maybe we got too many games further out from September and so on and so forth. I feel like with God of War, it'd be a good time to release it in September. Not in the middle of the holiday, but in the, I guess it would be late summer or fall. It makes a lot of sense. I feel like it would work out really well for PlayStation, especially given a lot of people had a lot to complain about, saying that we just didn't have enough PlayStation titles later on in the year. Personally, it doesn't matter to me. I feel like the last quarter is usually just like the CODs, the Assassin's Creeds, the typical annual or semi-annual franchises that we happen to see every single year, every other year. So I feel like God of War would make sense in this time frame. I feel like September 30th would be good, but I kind of almost wish it was a little earlier as well, maybe into the summer, because it'd be a good summer game. I don't know why developers don't like to release more games in the summer. Like, look at February. It's just jam-packed, and it doesn't make sense why they want to stuff all their games in February. But with that said, I feel like this could be realistic. This could be realistic. Now, I'm not saying for sure that this is the case. I'm just saying that I could see it happening. So take that as you will. And that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I would love to hear from you. What do you think of this Final Fantasy XVI delay, and what do you think of the possibility of there being a spring PlayStation showcase? How do you feel about this God of War release date? If it is true, do you believe it to be true? How do you feel? Let me know in the comments, and as always, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links will be in the description, and share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.